Hello common people, this is Common Car Reviews and I am your lovely host Pepsi. It has been my goal for some time to watch this movie and now I finally got it. Nope is a 2022 American neo-western science fiction horror film written, directed and produced by Jordan Peele. We start this film by following a family training horses, when suddenly small metallic objects start to rain from the sky. One of these objects, a penny, hits Otis Haywood Sr. in the head and kills him, which was a bummer because he was played by Keith David Williams, whose voice is familiar from The Princess and the Frog, Rick and Morty and Adventure Times. I would have liked to hear his voice more. After his death, Otis Jr. has to take over the ranch and carry on the legacy. He tries to work with his sister Emerald. Otis gets fired from the gig after his horse acts up in a commercial set, and things look grim. He even has sold some of his horses to Ricky Tube Park, who owns a western-themed park nearby. Tube is a former child actor, who was part of the incident while filming an episode of a sitcom with a chimpanzee named Cordy, who flipped his disc and killed a bunch of people. There was this whole subplot about Cordy, a thing that I personally didn't understand, but I bet someone will. One gloomy and dark night, electricity does something weird, like lights getting dimmer and that, and Otis then spots a UFO that is revealed to take some of his horses away every now and then. Every time this weird object is seen, all electronics devices goes nuts, and eerie sounds are heard all over the ranch. This weird object is now a threat, and Otis and Emerald want to capture it, and a very eccentric man named Angel Torres from Electronic Store is willing to help them, as he wants also to capture this UFO. But maybe something emerges that no one wants to actually meet. Strong point of this movie is atmosphere. This weird object looming outside of the view just above the clouds, and every time it decided to show up, tension rises through the roof with weird sounds and weird happenings. This object almost stalks you, and being outside means nothing good, and the ranch being like 80% outside, things are getting really tight. Although I didn't quite get Ricky Park's story, it was presented in a very good manner. Cutting to him as a child hiding under the table while Furious George mutilated his co-actors on the scene. We even see one of them sitting in the audience during the show, wearing a whale. Somewhat similar fashion as the aftermath of Travis the chimpanzee incident, where a domesticated monkey ripped his owner's face off. It is very gnarly looking and delivered like a sideshow, where we jump from otherworldly horrors to other horrors. You can't catch a break while watching this film, it keeps you on the edge of your seat all the time. Actors executed their roles well. I liked how Otis was a bit of awkward and silent while Emerald was really loud and made herself seen. This was relevant at the start, where a film crew making a commercial didn't quite respect the horse Otis had bought in. And Emerald had to spell it out really clear, that it is actually a big fucking horse. You don't screw around it, and you listen to Otis, who has raised it. After our group settled in the UFO hunting, it was just tension to the end. Final revelations, big twists and turns made it good UFO movie. It was especially nice how every time this thing popped out, everyone had to make themselves really tiny, hiding under the tables or hiding in the tiny sheds, while this thing scanned the ground, sucking up every living thing. Overall, I would recommend this to anyone, and I ask myself, why did I took this long to watch this? But this was my review about Nope. By the way, actor said the word Nope dozens of times in this film and it was hilarious. But yeah, this review was brought to you by Common Car Reviews and speaking to you, your lovely host Pepsi, and I'll see you in the next review. Goodbye.